book unhaul, and I'm going to show you guys my TBR for the rest of 2023. I think we're going to be able to do it. I think I'll probably just be left with one physical TBR book by the end of this year, and I'll show you everything I'm getting rid of. I basically already did that and kind of just rearranged my bookshelf just a little bit. Nothing crazy. I just actually rearranged this top shelf because I had like my Asian literature down here, but 2 out of the 4 of those didn't make the cut. So I just moved the rest of the books over here. So anyways, this is everything I'm getting rid of today. I'm going to one of the 2 used bookstores that's local to me. This one, I think I only had it for a few days and it was really not good. So I think I'm just gonna return that and then give them these other books. None of these spark joy. So I'm just gonna be giving these away, and then I'm gonna do that after my Pilates class. And then later on today, I will show you guys what I'm reading for the rest of the year. And I think I'm going over to my friend's house later to have a little bit of coffee, might buy some hot chocolate before that. So yeah, it's just gonna be a cozy day. See you guys in a bit.
Okay, I'm gonna do some rapid unhauling explanations. So, till for the time being, I don't think I'm interested in this anymore, but I never read it. No, was disappointed, DNF'd. Unfortunately was disappointed with that. I explained that in my last video. Turn of the Key was not Ruth Ware's best work, so we're gonna get rid of that. The Naturals, I wasn't impressed. Not gonna keep reading the series. Okay, bye guys. Have fun in your new homes.
Okay, so I'm back from, I did a Pilates class, and then I went and dropped off my books at the used bookstore. Oh, and before the bookstore, I went and grabbed some hot chocolate and Cheez-Its from Kroger. Super random. And then I'm about to go eat a pub sub, but I wanted to check in and talk about what's on my TBR for the rest of the year. Yeah, and I feel like I already kind of know what I'm going to read in January, so I'm just super excited to like have this month be that, and then have a TBR basically like 1 to 0 a good bit of the time. So I just actually finished reading The Housemaid's Secret. I started it last night and then I finished it this morning. Pretty good. I gave it a 3.75 stars. It wasn't as good as the first one, but it was still worth a read. And those are just honestly really fast reads. So it's kind of nice to just sit down with a book for an evening rather than reading something over the span of like a week or 5-6 days. Okay, so this right here is the remainder of my TBR crate. I have been starting to put other random like book stuff in here, but not loving the aesthetic of that. But basically we only have 4 things left in here. I don't think I'm going to be reading Scythe this month. I think maybe I'll read that next month. I'm not 100%. Oh my god, this is becoming a hassle. Okay, I'm not going to read that probably until next month. So I'm actually going to start Happy Place maybe today or maybe tomorrow. But I am going to start Happy Place. I think I'm going to annotate it because it is a hardcover. And I just feel like this is an annotatable book. I haven't read it yet, but I just get that feeling. So Happy Place is next on my list. I'm excited for this. I just feel like it's long overdue. Out of my physical copies, I've got Everyone Dies Famous in a Small Town, which this is a set of short stories, and I don't normally read short stories, but I had this on my Goodreads TBR list for a while, and then my friends got it for me. I definitely just want to read this. I think I tried to start it like a month or two ago. I think I read like half of the first story, and then I wasn't in the like right headspace for it. But kind of following the theme of Beartown, where I really liked how it discussed like small towns, these like very unassuming places, this follows that. So maybe after reading Beartown, I'll be more in the headspace to read this. It says, within small towns from Alaska to the American West, illuminating the intricate web of these communities and the young people who live there. So this sounds very Beartown-esque, which absolutely was obsessed with that book and can't wait to finish the series in January. But I think I'm gonna go for this, and I might read this later in the month when my Spotify premium like audiobook hours renew, so that I can go back and forth on audio with this one. And then we have Ask Again Yes by Mary Beth Keane. I picked this up earlier in the year when I was getting back to my reading journey, and it sounded really interesting. It still sounds relatively interesting. I'm just not as drawn to it anymore, but I do want to just give it a read, see if I like it or not, and kind of just knock this out of my physical TBR as well. It's about two families, and then it says, I think their kids fall in love, and then it says, one shocking night their loyalties are divided and their bonds will be tested over and over again in the next 30 years, which I feel like I have my predictions as to what that one fateful night entailed and what happened between the kids. I don't know if it's following a similar theme to Beartown. I do not know. If it is, that would be a coincidence, but everything's coming back to Beartown because we also have Anxious People by Frederick Backman. Let's see. Oh, this is like domestic contemporary lit fic. And then Anxious People by Frederick Backman. Absolutely loved Beartown. Like I said, it's all coming back around to Beartown. I just want to read more by him, and this is also shaping up to be really cool because it's kind of a story of people that were held hostage after like a failed bank robbery, but apparently all their stories kind of come together in the end, so I'm curious to see what happens with that. This is like pretty floppy. I think I might just read this straight up, see if I can do that. I feel like now that I've been on an audiobook kick, it might be a little bit harder to get my head in the zone with like reading like physical books, but that's my physical TBR minus Scythe, which I'll probably just read in January. Okay, and then the other one, I'll probably read this after Happy Place, obviously. It's The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I can't get enough. I was obsessed with the movie, and honestly, I want to go back and see it, but I was like, I need more of this content in my life, so here we go. She's a Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I'm so pumped. Freaking excited to be in Coriolanus' head. A little bit scared because I'm not gonna lie, I did kind of like Coriolanus in the movie. Obviously he's evil. We know that. We know he's evil. We know he's a narcissist. I'm scared to see what this is gonna do for my to my perception of him, because obviously the movie plays it up. They play it up on his charm, his looks, like okay, go off, Corio. We get it. You're cute. We get it. But in this book, this man's a psycho, I've heard, and people are like, oh, I'm just sick of being in his head the whole time in this book. So we'll see what happens. So pretty. It's so pretty. So I'm pumped for that. We're gonna start with Happy Place, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and then I think I'm gonna go into Anxious People, maybe a little bit of the short stories at the same time. We'll read that, and then we'll finish it off with Ask Again Yes. So, and then of course I just finished The Housemaid's Secret. So that'll be my TBR for December for the rest of the year. And I'm so pumped about January because I just feel like now I have a better understanding of everything, and I'm gonna be able to read what I really want to read in January. Obviously, don't get me wrong, I really want to read Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Obviously, really want to read Happy Place. Obviously, really want to read what's in my physical TBR, but after that, I'm just gonna feel like this newfound sense of freedom with books, and then I really feel like I'm gonna be able to take everything to the next level. So join me on that. Anyways, I'm gonna go eat my pub sub, and then later on I'm gonna go to my friend's house for some coffee, some chit chat. So I just spoke to a recruiter on the phone who's hooking me up with an interview that I have tomorrow, and we were doing prep for the interview, and I asked him a question and it just led down this rabbit hole where I ended up giving way, like, TMI about myself. But he was asking because he felt like he was supposed to know. I'm like trying not to shame spiral. It's fine. It's fine. Give me. Yesterday I missed out on the perfect opportunity to get, like, when I was explaining the Britney Spears memoir, I missed out the perfect joke opportunity to be like, give me more, give me more, give me more. Can you tell what state I'm in? We're gonna read a little bit to get our mind off of that. I just feel like at the end of the call he was like, okay, talk to you tomorrow.
Yo. Yo. Yo.
I'm gonna like this.
You guys, I'm just gonna share the random things that you learn while creating content. And I'm learning that if I'm gonna go ahead and film a video, let's just go ahead and have my hair curled. Let's just go ahead and have it wavy. The straight look, if like I didn't go in and like really straighten it, and it's been like, it's not like fresh hair either. It's not dirty, let's not get it twisted, but if it's not fresh, my hair looked whack in this video, y'all. And that's actually why I kept fixing my hair in my last video, is because it was straight, and I knew if it's straight it can get piecey, and I don't like that look. So one of the things was, like, when I filmed that other video, I was like, we gotta keep a hairbrush nearby just in case. Obviously I forgot to use a hairbrush because I'm wrapped up in the video, but for vlogs we're gonna go ahead and have our hair like a little bit wavy, you know. Anyways, I'm gonna read Happy Place for the rest of the night. I only read one chapter earlier. First chapter is like 2 pages, but I had a few other things to do, and I just wanted to like start it to get that momentum going, just be like, I started a new book. So we did that, and I think I'm really gonna like this. Just the first chapter is already like beautifully written, and I feel like it's gonna have me contemplating life and reflecting and navel gazing. No, I'm just kidding, not navel gazing, but just like, I'm just gonna be into this, I can tell. Gonna read this tonight. It's 10:23. I am gonna go to sleep earlier tonight. Who am I kidding? I never do that. Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed the book Unhaul, the TBR mini reading vlog. It was a lot of things at once, but I hope you had fun watching. So I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.